Morning guys, welcome to another episode of our YouTube channel. You are listening to or watching Swazi. For those of you that know me from South Africa, you can call me Ucebile. I am a South African living in the United Kingdom. And today's video we will be talking about how I moved from South Africa to the UK. Alright, so I'll try not to make this video long because it's literally not a long story. It's very short. So yeah, let's get into it. So a bit of background about myself. I studied in South Africa at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. I did my Bachelor's of Science in Biological Sciences 2014 to 2016, completed my degree, and then I went on to do my honors in forensics genetics at the same university, at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. And I'd like to give a major shout out to that university because it literally gave me my life. But yeah, another video about that. But yes, so I did my honors, and then after my honors I was like, okay, so what do I do now? What do I do next after I've completed the honors? Because with the forensic genetics honors, it's very difficult to get into the SAPs in South Africa because it's you can only really utilize your honors there because there's no other institution that does it. So it's very industry specific and it's very niche. So if you don't get into SAPs, then pretty much done, because even though there are other diagnostics, oh my goodness, English, diagnostics testing labs, but it's very difficult to get into if you don't have any experience. And being me, who have just completed my studies, my 4-year run of studying, no experience, it's very difficult for people to hire you in that instance. So I opted to do my master's in genetics, and luckily for me, when I had like enrolled, I was doing my master's, I got approached by the university to say you are eligible to apply for the scholarship. It's a postgraduate scholarship. You can either do your master's or you can do your PhD overseas at any university of your choice. So it was a very, let me just put it out there, it was a very exclusive, it still is an exclusive scholarship because you only get to apply for it by invitation. So what the university does is they look for students that performed well in their field, and then they invite those students. The criteria, I think if I remember correctly, you must be female, you must not be more than 28 years of age when they award you the scholarship, and you must be from, yeah, you must have studied at UKZN, I think. Yeah, but it's just mainly that you must have finished your undergraduate studies and you are looking to do your master's or PhD. And me being me, I was like, okay, I've always wanted to go abroad anyways. Even before I did my BSc, like I was contemplating, I literally wanted to go overseas, and I looked at all the options available, but nothing came to fruition. So because I loved biology, and my teacher was like, you know what, you are really good, you're really good in biology, so how about you just pursue that and see where it takes you. I didn't know what I was gonna do, to be fair, to be honest. I honestly had no idea like what jobs you get into after that. I just knew that I loved biology. But anyways, I was very ambitious. I was like, yes, science is my thing, I love it, I'm gonna do well in it, whatever. Getting back to the story, so yeah, got approached, so I decided to apply for it. Didn't know anything or anyone about it. It didn't tell you the value of how much it is, so I was just like, okay, let me just apply. And it wanted a lot of things, guys, to be fair. It wanted a lot of things, motivation letters, it wanted you have to prove, obviously, your financial situation. And me being me, my mom or my family does not combined did not meet the criteria that they wanted as a threshold, or so we fell into that criteria. I met all the criteria, and part of the criteria is you had to apply for universities abroad. So basically they offer you the money, anything else you have to do yourself. So basically you have to look for accommodation, look for the university, get accepted at the university, make sure that for that country that you're going to, your visa, you sort it out yourself, whatever else requirements, you sort it out yourself. So yeah, so what I did was looked for unis. So my choice of destination has always been the United Kingdom. I know people are like, I like to go to the US, but I was like, no thank you. And this is in no way trying to these people that are in the United States of America. No, United States of America is great, but people have their own portions. For me, I was like, UK is my best bet. I love it. I've always wanted to go, so that's where I'm planning on studying. Looked up at the universities, looked at my option, put it out there, sent the application, forgot about it, went on with my masters, and did my masters, you know. Didn't hear back from the scholarship for like 3-4 months, and I'd forgotten, to be fair. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm carrying on with my masters, I'm doing my research. I was doing masters by research, by the way, in genetics. Yeah. Time went by, and then boom, one day, you've been awarded the scholarship. Ooh. Yeah, so that's basically when my life changed. I was like, what? Wow, so what's next? And then they were like, it's a blank check. I was like, what? Yeah, so that I was very blessed. Like, God has blessed me in life so much that it was a blank check. It literally anywhere I wanted, everything I wanted, it covered every expense of mine. So the process was very easy. After that, I did my research. I found out which university I wanted to study at, put down the quotes for everything that I was going to need, my living expenses, visa, how much you need to prove to show that you'll be able to sustain yourself. I sent through my budget, they approved it, they gave me the money, and then pretty much after that, I packed my bags. And because I was awarded the scholarship in August, that meant I could not go in 2019, because that's when they awarded the scholarship. So they were like, okay, the next best thing that we can do, sorry guys, this thing is just annoying me, the next best thing that we can do is for you to defer this term or this year and go the following year. I'm lying, I got my scholarship in 2018. Yeah, 2018. And then yeah, I deferred on 2018 September, because obviously if I was going to move, that meant I was going to leave my masters. I was going to leave it unfinished, start a new masters, and that one was a taught masters, was 2 years. So the semesters start in September after the summer holidays. So you can only join in, well, at that time, I could only join in September. Now the universities have become flexible. You can either join in September or January. So, you know, so me, like, I joined in September the following year, which was September 2019. So there's a whole lot of other things that come with you moving to the UK. But basically, if you're going to the UK with a student visa, you need to be able to prove to the immigration office that you have enough money to sustain your studies. Depends on the university, depends on the number of years that you're going to, but it is quite an expensive amount that they want. And also you need to be accepted at that university prior to that. There are different criteria for whatever course that you want, obviously, but the university has to have accepted you. You need to get what is called a CAS, and then you use that CAS to apply to the immigration office along with your finances as well. And your IELTS examination as well to show that your English is proficient. And also you do need to do a tuberculosis test or x-ray, if I may put it like that, for the United Kingdom. And those are the other things that they look at. And then if you meet or you pass all of the stuff that they want, obviously you granted a visa, you get your student tier 4 visa, and then you can move over to the part. Oh no, you can move over to the other side. The point is Australia. But yeah, that's how I literally got a chance to move to the UK, and I did my 2 years master's degree. I finished in September 2021. And then after that, I was lucky enough where I was working that they decided to retain me. So I'm shifted from a tier 4 student visa to the graduate visa, which was recently implemented. I think I was one of the first people to apply for it when it got implemented, because prior to me coming here, there was nothing else. You could do your studies, finish, and then pack your bags and go home, baby. And I was very strategic with the course that I chose, because I was like, you know what, if anything, if I get the opportunity to come study to study in the UK and do something, I want to get work experience as well, because with my prior degrees, I was not fortunate to go into industry and explore. So I was very strategic with the course that I chose, and there's one that I chose. It was a master's in pharmaceutical science with placement. Placement is basically a year where you go into industry, you work. It's covered by the visa, so you're still a student, but you're working, you gain the experience, and then only then you graduate. Gives a major advantage to you, because you have a 1 year's worth of experience, and people want experience. If anything, you can study, but if you don't have industry experience, it doesn't really matter much, because what you study and how you apply it is totally different. So for me, those are the things that were important. I did that, and after that, luckily enough, I was exposed to industry, and my employers liked me and they retained me. That's how I managed to apply for the graduate visa. Even though the requirement for the graduate visa is that you just have to have studied, depends on what course you studied, and then you get your visa, and that's it. But me now, I was gunning for the fact that before then, when I came, the graduate visa had not been sort of officialized. It was not a thing that was going to be implemented soon, and I was gunning for the fact that if I can get placement, industry's experience, get the employer to take me, and then convert to a tier 2 visa, then I can stay, or I can go back home. But I'll go back home with years of experience in the pharmaceutical industry, and that's an advantage on my point. So either way, I was like, I'm capitalizing on this. But anyway, yeah, that's how I came to the United Kingdom. I've been here for 3 years now, and I am now a graduate, and I am working in the pharmaceutical industry. I've recently moved into my own apartment, and I am in the process of studying for my license, or my theory test for my license, because I want to buy a car, and just I think I'm settling in for the next foreseeable few years. But yeah, I'll share more of my journey with you guys as I go along, and maybe in the next few videos I can show you around my place. I can show you, or can tell you what it's like living in the UK, what the challenges that you face, all of that. If you're interested, let me know. But for now, I love you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a major thumbs up if you liked it, and please don't forget to subscribe. Peace out.